Good morning. Hello, hello. Welcome to Bird's Nest Designs and to today's Coffee and a Card episode. Today we're going to try something a little bit different. So I hope you are able to join me here live this morning or catch the replay. Make sure to leave me a comment, say hello, let me know where you're watching from. I love to know who's here stamping with me in the mornings. Anytime, really. So for those of you joining for the very first time, welcome. It is so nice to meet you. My name is Denise Cox, and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Archerville, Saskatchewan, Canada. And today is Coffee and a Card. Hello, Sonia. Good morning. So we're going to try something a little bit different today. I've been wanting to do this for a long time, and I have the idea, and then I just don't do it. So today I came in here a little bit earlier and I cut 2 of the card we're going to make today. And the reason I did that is because I hear a lot of the times, good morning, Tanya. I hear a lot, oh, but I don't have that stamp set. Oh, I'd love to do that, but I don't have this. So what I want to share with you guys today is it's okay to improvise and change it up and switch the stamp sets. And so what we're going to do is we're going to make the card the way I originally designed it using the Darling Dinos because they're super cute. But I'm also going to make the same card and I'm going to switch out the stamp set just to show you how easy it is to use the supplies you already have, switch out the card, and it's still going to be super cute. So, do you guys like this idea? Let me know in the comments. Good morning, Ellen. Good morning, Tina. I think it's really important that we get the most out of the products that we buy from Stampin' Up! I would not want you to buy products that are just going to sit on your shelf. So let's explore how to use them, how to switch them out, and get the most out of what we've already purchased. So we're going to make 2 cards today, exactly the same layouts, the same designer paper, the same cardstock, all those things, but we're going to switch the stamps just to give you guys a little example. So I hope that this is something that interests you, and I would love to see the projects that you create too using the same method. So you can head on over to Facebook if you're on Facebook and join my Creative Nest Facebook group. And in there you can post and share with us. It's a really inspiring little community where we can share ideas and just have a really nice crafting community. Now I am going to switch the camera down so we can get stamping, but first I'm going to take my little Linus here back outside. He seems to have figured out how to open my door, and then he gets a little bit crazy. So I'll switch the camera down, I'll close the door, and I'll be right back with you guys. Okay, door is closed, and hopefully it'll keep him out for a little while. It's not a problem when I only have 1 of them in here, but I have 4. I have 2 cats and 2 dogs, and when they all come in, it's really crazy. So I've got my coffee ready. Nice and hot, perfect. All right, good morning, Carla. Hello, Jennifer. Hi, Kathy. Okay, you guys, I'm excited. Like I said, I have been wanting to do this for a long time, and for whatever reason, just haven't done it. But today I was like, nope, we're gonna do it. So yesterday in our video last night, we made bee cards for Valentine's Day. And so I interchanged the 2 sets of bees that Stampin' Up! Has. And I thought, you know what, that was really fun. I enjoyed doing that. So today we're gonna take these 2 cards and we're gonna make them 2 different ways. All right, so keep those comments coming. I love to interact while we stamp. And here we are. So I have got Misty Moonlight card base. We've got pecan pie, a wee bit of crumb cake, and the Timeless Plaid Designer Series paper. Now you could easily also take these cardstock pieces and switch them out, change out the DSP. You can change all the things and still get inspired by the projects I share with you. So let's start. I'm just going to keep these 2 piles. We're going to do each card the same way. So card base is scored, just a standard base. All right, let's score these, or not score them, they're already scored. Let's crease them with the bone folder. All right, so this is a fairly simple card, but it's going to be really cute. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to take this little bit, I forgot we had this little piece of boho blue that measures 1 3/4 wide. I believe it was 2 1/4. 2 1/2. So 1 3/4 wide by 2 1/2. I'm going to take boho blue ink. Okay. I'll set those 2 card bases. Actually, we'll just take those card bases and put them right up there so they're out of the way. Okay, so for the dino card, we're going to use these 2 stamps. We're going to use the dinosaurs because I think they're super cute and I happen to have them. And then we're also going to switch it out and we're going to use Hearts and Hugs. Now, if you don't have Hearts and Hugs and you don't have dinos, you could switch it out for anything you wanted. I was actually going to pull out the bistro burger one, but the burger was just a little too big for what I had planned. So you can use almost anything you want. So for the dino card, we're going to take these cute little dots and we're just going to sprinkle them on here, stamping color on color. Okay. All right, so we've got that one done. That's the dino card. Now for the Hearts and Hugs card, we can take the small hearts here. Now, those are going to go on this piece, stamping in blue. Okay, so what I'm showing you is, like, for instance, my card kits. When I send them out, they have all the cardstock pieces already cut. And of course, there's no stamping on the images because that's against Stampin' Up policy. So you're required to do your own stamping, but maybe you don't have the stamp set and you didn't want to buy it or you couldn't buy it or whatever the case may be. Here's just a way that you could swap it out. Okay, so now we've got our 2 pieces stamped. We're going to take our pecan pie and our timeless plaid. So 3 3/4 square on the pecan pie and 3 1/2 squared on the DSP. And we're going to just layer those pieces together. Okay. Now, I'm really curious what your thoughts are on this process of showing you 2 different ways of creating the same card, because if you like it, I would love to do more of that too, just to show you again how to take those supplies you already own, pull them off the shelf, dust off the dust, even if they're some of the little bit older ones, and show them some love, because we bought them because we love them, right? So let's use them. Okay, so let's switch this up. There we go. Okay, now it's straight. Alrighty, so we've got those 2 pieces. So we'll set those 2 sets aside here. And then we'll grab our little crumb cake pieces. These are 3 1/4 long by 3/8 of an inch wide. Good morning, Gail. Nice to see you. Okay, now we're going to grab early espresso. And on the dino card, we're going to use Your Terrific. So we'll stamp that. We're going to stamp it a little bit closer to the right side than it is to the left. Just a little bit. Okay, so there's that one. So You're Terrific for the dinosaur card. And then on this one, we'll use Sending Birthday Hugs. Both of these are going to be birthday cards. So this one is a little harder because it's cling to line up, but it's all good. We had cling long before we had photopolymer, right? Okay, so now we have You're Terrific and Sending Birthday Hugs over here. All right. Oh, yes, Tanya, the old owl or the hippo, absolutely. There's so many options, and you could do that. And I may down the road, if this is a kind of video you guys like to see, I may down the road pull some retired ones out and show you, because we all have those stamp sets. Even though they're retired, we still love them, right? Okay, so now I've got some pieces of basic white here. And what I want to do with these ones is cut out a 2 3/8 circle. All right, so this is just my punch. So you'll notice I'm not using either of the dies either. So just because it's a bundle, you don't always have to use both products either, right? We can like use our stamps, use our dies, use them both. Okay, so now we've got these 2 circles. For the dino, we are going to use this cute little, what is he called? Maybe he's a Tyrannosaurus Rex, although he looks super cute. Maybe dinosaurs were cute back in the day, right? Okay. We're going to stamp him on the right-hand side of our circle. And I used early espresso. I think originally I used black, but that's okay. Then for this one, for the Hearts and Hugs, we're going to use these cute little badgers. Okay, so ink them up. And then we can position them however you want. Fit as much of them on the circle as you can. So like I said, this could be used for anything. The owls, the hippos, the seagulls. Zany Zoo would be a great one, Jennifer. So many different options, but this is the ones I just quickly chose this morning. So, okay, now we have these pieces. So we'll just set these off to the side so that they're good. We're gonna have some more coffee. And then we're gonna grab a silicone mat so my papers aren't sliding. And we're gonna do a little bit of coloring. So for my markers, I'm gonna use my blends, and I've got pecan pie, crumb cake, boho blue, and smoky slate. The others are just in front of me, so we can always switch it out. For the dinosaur, I'm gonna coordinate them with the paper we've used. So I'm gonna start with crumb cake, and I'm going to color this. Now, unfortunately, because I'm right-handed and my camera's on the right-hand side, when I color, a lot of it gets covered, so I do apologize for that. We're just going to outline our dino in crumb cake. Okay, and then we'll color him in. So Hearts and Hugs is the stamp set that I used last month in my Creatively Hatched class. And we made some really cute love-themed cards that could very easily be swapped out to Valentine's by just switching out the sentiment. So good morning, Doris. Nice to see you. I see some more comments here. So as soon as I'm done coloring, I'll have a look. If you have any questions as we go, suggestions, that kind of thing, please put them in the comments. I love reading and interacting with you. Okay, let's get this guy. Okay, there is our dino. And then we can just color this out. Oh my, I feel like this is already, I use my crumb cake a lot. I would say it's probably my most used blend if I had to choose one. And so I'm constantly feeling like I have to replace them. And by constantly, I probably mean a couple times a year, maybe. But I do, as you guys know, I do a lot of coloring and a lot of card making. All right, so there is our dino. And then I'm just reading a comment here from Beverly. That tag punch is not the one you use all the time, is it? No, it's not, Beverly. It's a different one. It's still a kind of a cool one, but it's not the one I always use, no. Sadly, that would be so awesome. I would order another one just in case my current one ever breaks. So we're just going to use pecan pie. I lost my train of thought there. And we're going to color in our dino. So I'm coloring in his spots, basically, in pecan pie. Okay, and then with the light, we'll go ahead and we'll fill those in. And then for his spikes on his back there, we're going to use boho blue to tie it all in with the card. I'm intentionally leaving these little nails white. That is intentional, but of course you can color them in. You can switch the colors out entirely. What I'm trying to show you in this video is that there is no right or wrong way to do this. It's about the creative process and switching it out and making it your own. I love it when I used to do a lot of in-person classes, and I would love it when I would have my design and, you know, the majority of the class is following along, doing the cards as I am. And then that one or two people would just go totally rogue and switch it up and make it their own. And it was just so exciting to see all that different creativity, different ideas. Okay, so there is our dino colored. Isn't he cute? Super cute. He'll go over there with our dino pile. Tanya says she likes this kind of video because it makes us think what to use and go a different way with the card, and making double is good also. Absolutely. Hello, Pat. How are you? Okay, so now we're going to go on to the badgers. Now these guys, We're going to use, what color did I grab here? Smoky Slate. So, Smoky Slate. All right. I had to kind of, this is the one I didn't already have made. I've already made the Dino one. So I'm just trying to think what colors we're going to use for these guys. Again, you can totally swap it out and make it your own. We could have colored these crumb cake too, I guess. There is no right way in creating, right? We could have made these guys pink if we wanted to. All right. So we'll use, I think what we'll do is we'll make this guy Smoky Slate, and then maybe we will switch over to crumb cake for the other one. Just to do something a little bit different. Okay, so here we are. I'm seeing lots of positive feedback about doing this type of video where we're using different products to show. And so I think that it's something I feel very, very strongly about, that we need to be using our supplies. And let's face it, things are getting very expensive in this world. And so if we can take our supplies that we have and still be super creative with them and make, you know, different projects, I think that's a really big win. Okay. Ellen. Hi, Ellen. I love the concept you're doing of showing how to use different stamp sets to make similar cards. I love it. Thank you. I hope you guys enjoy these. Okay, so now we are going to switch to crumb cake just because we can over here on this guy. So I'm outlining in dark. And then we're going to color him in crumb cake. And then we're going to assemble these two cards. And you guys are going to decide which one, if any, you like better. Maybe you think they're both adorable, or maybe they're not your cup of tea, and that's okay too. It is totally okay. We don't all have the same taste. Oh my gosh, this is really getting dry. Okay, you should not hear that sound when you're coloring with blends. So I think I'm going to have to add another of these to my next order. Okay, so there is our cute little guys. And maybe what we'll do, just to coordinate, I'm going to try and use this one more time. See if we'll just color this guy's face. We'll make them opposites. And then we'll take this Smoky Slate and we'll color this one. So we've just coordinated them. Isn't that cute? Okay, their noses should be darker. So let's color those in the dark slate. Okay, there we go. All right, so now that we have all of these pieces, good morning, Tracy. Jennifer, yes, the idea of using a recent retired stamp is really good too. Okay, so Tracy's asking, I don't have those. What set is it? Are we talking about this guy? This is from Hearts and Hugs in the annual catalog. And this guy is, of course, Darling Dinos. Okay, so here we go. Let's make these two cards. Remember, we're showing you how to take stamps that you already have and switch them out. You don't have to make them exactly the same. Right? Okay, so cards. Let's go ahead and start with the Dino one. So here we are. We've got our panel of layered up DSP and cardstock. Forgetting the words. Okay, so these are, Tracy says, love the palette you're working with. Thank you. I wanted to go for kind of like a more earthy, kind of a masculine feel on the cards. Yesterday's cards were very bright and cheerful and pinky. So these ones are a little bit different. Okay, so here we go. We're going to put this in the center from that one. And then we're going to take our boho blue. And what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to take, we're going to take some mini guys, some mini bumpets, and we're going to stick them along the top. Oh, I'm almost out of these. Okay. Maybe we need 3. I don't know. Probably 2 would have been fine, but that's okay. So we're going to take 3 and put them right along the edge of the top of this paper. Okay, and then I'm going to take a little bit of seal and put it down here on the bottom. The reason I'm doing that is I want this to be nice and level. And so it's going to sit on top of here, but it's also sitting up there. So those dimensionals are going to make it level with this one. And this is going to lay flat on there. Okay, now on our crumb cake piece here, I want to flag the end. You could easily, very easily, just trim it like this, or you can do what I love to do and flag it. So this is really thin. It won't work in my banner pick-a-punch overly well, so we'll just do it by hand. So I like to cut up the center and then go from the corner to the top of that cut. It does help to keep it a little bit more symmetrical. So there's that. And then we can go ahead and stick some more bumpets. Mini guys are best because it is only 3/8 of an inch. Okay. All right. I'm very excited that you guys seem to like this idea of making different card or swapping out the stamp sets and things. So maybe we'll occasionally do them by swapping out the designer paper or something like that. So just using up what we have, or using what we have. You don't necessarily have to use it up, but using what you have. Okay, so there's the You're Terrific across there. And the last thing we're going to do, well, not quite the last, but we're going to take our dino guy here. And oops. I still have black ink. If you guys watched my video yesterday, I've washed my hands like umpteen times and showered and all the things, and I still have black ink all over my hands. I think I really put a little too much ink when I re-inked my memento. Okay, so this guy can just kind of come over here like that. For the inside of the card, we're going to just take and stick a piece of this designer paper along the bottom. You could do more. You could get real fancy and you could re-stamp that dino in here. But I'm just going to keep it simple because I love plaid. Plaid is like my favorite pattern when it comes to designer paper. If I had to choose just one pattern, it would, well, I don't know if I could pick just one to be truthful, but it would be polka dots or plaid because I love them both. Okay, so there that is. We can go ahead on this one and stamp on the inside. I did say they were both birthday cards, so we're going to stamp, hope your birthday is dynamite. Love it. Okay, and as I said before, yes, I would absolutely send one of these dino cards to an adult. To me, they don't have to just go to kids. All right, so now we just need to add a bit of bling, and then we'll move on to the hearts and hugs. So what I'm going to do on this one, we're going to use a loose adhesive or a loose embellishment. I bought these when they first came out, not realizing what they were. And if I'm honest, I was disappointed to see that they were loose. And I should have known that because they're called champagne iridescent dots, not just adhesive backed. But that's okay. So I have come to appreciate how fun these are. And this is more than one. I've kind of combined because I had more than one pack. So if you have these guys, don't be afraid of them. They're super fun. You can use them in shaker cards, of course, but you can also just adhere them onto your cards like this. Okay, let me just see. This is not, there we go. It needs to flip over so that I could put it down properly. They do have a rounded side and a flat side, and of course that's going to happen today. Maybe on the next card we'll use something a little different. If it gets on your bling like that just did, I don't know if you guys can see that, don't even worry about it because this glue dries clear, so you won't even tell. So I am not worrying about what size bling I'm picking up here. Ooh. Okay, there we go. So now I'll show it to you. It's got glue all over the place, but when it dries, it will all be clear. So there is card number 1 with the dinos. Now we'll just finish up the card over here with hearts and hugs. We're going to do exactly the same thing. So back of our pecan pie, we're going to add some bumpets. Okay. If you guys are, they are circles, Tracy. Those iridescent dots are actually, they are circular, yes. what was I going to say? Oh yeah, if you guys are like watching me and thinking, oh my gosh, she uses like a crazy amount of dimensionals, I wouldn't do that, then don't. It's okay. You can glue them flat. You don't have to do it the same way I do, of course. I just love, oh, and see, you can probably get it a lot more straight than I can too. Okay. All right, well, we're just going to go with that. Then we're going to take our hearts. Now, the hearts do matter, so we want to make sure this is the top. We don't want our hearts floating around upside down. So let's go ahead. We're going to add 3 of these guys. 1, 2, and we'll put 3 on there again. A little bit of seal along the bottom. Okay. And then this is going to go right down here. Like that. Our sending birthday hugs for this guy, rather than flag it, we're just going to cut it off like that so I can show you both ways. And we need some more minis. So this one will go here. All right, what do you guys think of that first card? I do also love the tones of this card. So fun. I am a mom to 2 amazing young men now, boys. So I always appreciate when we can find a card, and even when it's cute like this, but make it into masculine, it's always a fun challenge. So we'll go ahead and put our bumpets on the back of these guys. I hear you, Carla. I'm just going back and reading the comments while I put this card together. Yesterday was pre-order day for demonstrators, and I was like, I'm just going to order 1 or 2. No, that didn't work. I ordered more than I had hoped. Okay, so now here is our badgers using Hearts and Hugs, and then we're going to put our designer paper down the center, just across the bottom, down the center, across the bottom. Yeah, same thing. Oh dear. Okay. So we'll put this in the inside. We're going to add our bling. I think we'll use the same guys. Because like I said, I wanted to show you guys how to make the exact same card, just switching out the stamp set. And it's so easy, right? So easy to do this. So again, we'll just put a little dab here. Ooh, that was a bit too much. There, there, and there. I know there's 4, and I usually do 3s, but lately I'm just feeling like switching it up. So we're going to go with, there's no wrong way. It's however you want to do it. And 4 on this card looks good to me. So here's one that is not circular. That is like one that didn't come out quite right. There's that one. One more. There we go. Okay, so there we have it. There we are. There is our fun new card. So we've got the dinos using Darling Dinos stamp set from the new January to April mini catalog, that guy right there. And then we are using one from the annual catalog, Hearts and Hugs. So that annual catalog is leaving us at the end of April or beginning of May. Soon anyway, not too long away. But these guys are super cute, and that's the card we made with that one. So let me know in the comments, which one do you prefer? And again, let me know what you think of this concept of making similar projects like this, but switching it out and showing you how easy it is to just improvise and use up those other stamp sets. Okay, let me see if I can come back to the camera. There we go. Hello, everybody. That was really fun. I am so glad that I decided to just jump in and do this video today. Like I said, I've been thinking about it for a while and just haven't done it. So here we are. It's time to try something new. All right. So it looks like everybody is loving the cards. I love that. Thank you so much for all your comments. Don't forget to hit that like button, the heart, subscribe if you haven't already. I love to have you join me here to stamp, whether you're live or catching the replay. So say hello. Carla says, I'm a hobby demo. I spent way too much yesterday. A lot of the new celebration items are on my wish list. Oh, that's amazing. I know being a demo and getting all those sneak peeks and pre-orders is like really, really tempting, isn't it? Okay, well, thank you guys so very much for being here and stamping with me. I hope starting your day off with a little bit of creativity sets the tone for your day. I am so happy that you were here to join me. I am going to go and finish my warm cup of coffee, and then I am going to get some work done. I've got a class tonight here in Archerville at the hall. Hopefully the snow doesn't get too crazy, doing a kit class, so that's going to be really fun. And I hope that you guys have a wonderful day too. Just looking at some comments, making sure there's no questions I can answer. Carla, I'm so glad you liked it. That's awesome. Tracy likes the dino better. Beverly likes this type of video. Awesome. Okay, you guys, I enjoyed doing this and I love thinking outside of the box. So I think we'll see more of these videos, maybe even again tomorrow. Hearts and Hugs is her favorite. Thanks, Tina. Hello, Mary. Okay, well, you guys have an amazing day. And like I said, I hope that this start to your day sets the tone and you have a creative, happy day. I will be back tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. So join me then if you can. If not, catch the replay. Leave me your comments. Say hello. It was so nice to stamp with you. Have a wonderful day. Cheers.